Greetings YouTube, Jeep Dragon here. This video is basically for people who are new to handguns, particularly semi-automatic handguns, and you might have just first got your handgun and you're not sure how to use it, mainly how to load and unload it or be able to do that confidently. So basically I'm just going to demonstrate some basics in loading and unloading semi-automatic handguns. Now first, whenever you get a handgun, before you play around with it, you should check to see if it's unloaded. And with most semi-automatic handguns, this is how you do it. First, you remove the magazine by pushing the magazine catch/release button. Most of the times it's located right here. So if you have an old model, it might be located around here, but you can always check your instruction manual to find out where it's located if you're not sure. Okay, so push the button and the magazine comes out. Now, the magazine is unloaded because there's no obvious round sticking out. So that's very basic. Okay. Next, without putting your finger on the trigger, rack the slide a few times. If there was a round in the chamber, it would have flown out like in the same manner the shell casing would after you shot a round. Since that didn't happen, we know that the gun is unloaded. So it's a safe gun, but we always assume it's loaded, so we don't point at anyone or in an unsafe direction. Okay. Now for practicing loading and unloading a gun, it's recommended that you try it with snap caps. And these are this gun is a 40 Smith & Wesson caliber. So these are the snap caps that I'm going to demonstrate with it. These are A-zoom snap caps, the 40 Smith & Wesson. And see, they say it's for practice unloading or loading and training, dry fire without damage. Dry fire is if you you pull the trigger all the way to where the hammer here would actually bang the firing pin that would actually fire a bullet. Most guns don't recommend that you just pull the trigger without a round in there, and these snap caps here are basically a way for you to practice pulling the trigger so you get the feel for it without risking damaging your firing pin. So I'm going to demonstrate loading my magazine here full of these snap caps. There's 5 of them there. Then I'm going to show how you put one in the chamber and then how you can unload it from the gun. So let's open the packet here and dump our 5 rounds right there. Okay, now let's put the rounds into the magazine. Usually you push it down like that and then slip it under the little lip there. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we simply insert the magazine into the gun. Now it's not fully loaded because there's no round in the chamber. So with this gun, there are several ways I can load it into the chamber. I can just pull it back. See, there's the round. Now I let it go and now it's in the chamber. See, I'll just pull it back slightly. You can tell it's loaded right in the barrel there. Now, to unload this, I will just take out the magazine and rack the slide again. And the round fell right out. So, another way to load a semi-automatic handgun At least this Sig Sauer allows me to do it both ways, either by sticking the magazine in and racking the slide, or if the slide here was locked back, I can stick it in here, and then I can just push the slide release and it's loaded. This particular gun, the Sig Sauer P250, allows me to load a round into the chamber either by racking the slide and pushing it forward, or by pushing the slide release when there's a loaded magazine in there. Some guns don't allow you to only recommend one way of loading. Like, for instance, I believe the Car CW9 expects you to do it this way. Stick the magazine in and then push the slide release. Supposedly, if you rack the slide back to load the round into the chamber, it has a chance of getting jammed. But supposedly with like a Car CW9, it's recommended that you push the slide, have the slide locked back, and push the slide release to release the slide. And okay, with most guns, let me take these rounds out here. Okay. With a lot of semi-automatic pistols, if you stick an empty magazine in and then you just pull back the slide, it will automatically lock, because the magazine has some kind of shape where it pushes up on the slide release lever, so that when you pull this the slide up, then this will automatically be pushed up and then get caught in the notch right there. Now, some other guns are different. The Sig Sauer P250 allows me to do it both ways. Now, with a kel-tec PF9, this is a 9mm, so, okay, let me push these out of the way. I have 9mm snap caps. So I'll open the packet here, take out my rounds. Okay, so now I gotta check to see if this is unloaded as well. Pull out the magazine, yup, empty. Rack the slide. Yeah, it's empty. Alright, now let's load it up. Push the round down and slip it over in the lip. 4, 5. With this gun, since the slide catch isn't really a slide release in the sense that you can easily push it, it's recommended that you do the slingshot, where you just pull the slide back and let it fly like this. And now it's loaded. See? So you can't really do it with a slide release like with the Sig Sauer P250 or like a Car CW9. So now, unload it, take out the magazine and rack the slide just like I did with the other. And whoa, the round really flew out there. Okay.